Hey, what's up guys? Matt Moda here with OddsJam. In this video, I'm giving you my favorite DFS plays specifically for NFL Sunday. I say NFL Sunday because we have Saturday games. I'm not going to talk about the Saturday games, specifically Sunday. But let's get right into it. For these plays, I am using the OddsJam screen. I love using the OddsJam screen. All you need to do, you pick a market. In this case, I have player passing yards, and it pulls up where every single sportsbook is pricing odds for this market. So using the screen, you can identify pretty wild discrepancies between the sports books and sometimes even between DFS platforms where you can literally middle it, which I think is really cool. So in the perfect example of what I'm talking about here is with this Andy Dalton passing yards. Look at the difference between PrizePicks and Underdog, right? And the rest of the sports books. Like the PrizePicks has this priced all the way down at 213.5. Every other sportsbook, including the other site, Underdog, has it at 225. That's a 12 to 13 yard difference between all the sportsbooks, which is just insane. So the best play here is to take Andy Dalton to go over 213.5 passing yards. But if you wanted to, you could just middle it and take the over on PrizePicks. You could take the under on Underdog and hope that he lands somewhere in between. Now, the Underdog one, it's not as profitable, obviously, as the PrizePicks one. Underdog prices it at 225. The other sportsbooks price it at 226, except for Tipico, which has it at 224. So it's not a profitable play by itself, but if you just want to middle the two, you can. But if you just want to take the best play, then I recommend taking PrizePicks, taking the over 213.5. But another example, and an even bigger middle, which I do recommend taking both, how about Jared Goff, 252.5 passing yards? PrizePicks has his over-under at 230.5. Take that over. Underdog has his over-under at 252.5. Take that under. Middle the two. You could. There's a non-0% chance, a pretty likely chance that you win both of these. So that is two plays on PrizePicks, one or two on Underdog, depending on how you want to play the Andy Dalton one. Another example of this, and another really good, insanely mispriced line on PrizePicks, Trevor Lawrence over 240.5 passing yards. So for whatever reason, PrizePicks significantly undervalues the quarterbacks in their passing yardage prop, right? Like they have his over-under at 240.5. Underdog has it at 254. And the rest of the sports books have it even higher than this. The OddsJam Perfect line has it at 257.5. DraftKings and BetMGM have it at 256, and Caesars has it at 257.5 as well. So this is another example where the Underdog play by itself isn't as profitable as the PrizePicks one. So if you just wanted to take PrizePicks, I would understand the 240.5. So that's the third great play on PrizePicks to confirm Trevor Lawrence over 240.5 passing yards, Jared Goff over 230.5 passing yards, and then we have Andy Dalton over 213.5 passing yards. So here's another play that I missed that's good. Specifically, I would only recommend taking this one on Underdog. So here is another Underdog play for you guys. Jalen Hurts under 237.5 passing yards. So there's still a pretty decent gap between PrizePicks and Underdog, but not as big as the other two. So I'm going to avoid middling this one. But the reason why I like this as a play on Underdog, look at where the OddsJam Perfect line. This is pulled from Pinnacle Sportsbook, so the sharpest sportsbook in the world, given the heaviest weight. Look at where they price it. They have it 2 yards lower, but more importantly, they heavily favor it going under. So they have the under priced at minus 139, the over priced at plus 105, heavily favoring this going under. So that's why I like this one individually on Underdog. It's the second Underdog play for you guys. And then I have 3 on PrizePicks. And there was one more that I found that I really liked. Perfect. Here we go. Joe Burrow, another perfect middle opportunity. Take his over 265.5 passing yards on PrizePicks. Take his under 280.5 passing yards on Underdog. You have a 15-yard middle for this one as well. So that is my fourth PrizePicks, my third Underdog fantasy, and that is going to be it for this video. So a bunch of different plays for you guys to lock in. I think that is 7 total player props between the two platforms. Each one, a couple middle opportunities, a couple of them to just take straight up, but that's going to be it. So if you're tailing any and all of these, comment and let me know. Other than that, enjoy the slate on Sunday and have a good one.